Maelstrom is an insane person. And, you know, they didn't send me out there. I'd have sorted that situation out for them in 2 ticks. But, you know, I'm sitting here in Cal State and they sent out the most dumbest people that God could ever have imagined. And got 2,000 American soldiers killed for nothing. American soldiers shouldn't be patrolling the streets out there. Iraqis could have done the thing from the beginning if they hadn't disbanded the army. And it's just totally insane, totally insane. I'm not against the invasion, but it's the way it was conducted afterwards is the conduct of complete ignoramuses. I don't blame them for being stupid, they're just bone stupid. It's not that they're doing wrong, it's that they're stupid. Pardon me, okay? You know, a situation, I hate to tell you, I could have solved it with the click of my fingers, you know, but some idiots. And this is what happens. You make the wrong political decision and, you know, 1,000, 1,500 American soldiers have to pay the price for it. What are American soldiers doing driving up and down hostile streets? I don't know. There's no need for it. There's no hostility in the Kurdish areas. There's no hostility in the Shiite areas. There's no need for them to be driving up. There's only 2 provinces that they're getting any casualties in. That's because they disbanded the Iraqi army there. And if they had the Iraqi army paying their salaries, they would have taken care of the whole thing. So the whole thing is ludicrous and absurd and sad, and I feel sorry for the American people. Not that they didn't have didn't have the best intentions, just they're being served by guys who don't have any brain. They didn't go to Cal State Long Beach, you guys. They didn't take our Islam course. If we've taken our Islam course, that'd have been fine. All you guys who go into the Rhodesia or government, or you women who do this, tell them you took the course here and you can sort it all out for them and stop all the nonsense there. Okay, let's go back to what we're talking about. So Najaf is where he's buried. It's a Shiite shrine to this day. Well, with his burial and disappearance from the scene ended the 4 right-guided caliphs. What happens at that point? Guess what? Muawiyah's partisans then immediately proclaimed him caliph. So the arbitration at Jericho didn't achieve anything except Ali's demise. So there it is. Ali is the beautiful loser in Islam. And ever afterwards, what is the cry in Islam? Vengeance for Ali, vengeance for Hussein. What do Shiites want vengeance for? I don't know. They were badly done by in the struggle. Now they're going to take vengeance on the whole world because of this. And that's I don't know if you've seen these processions that they and they're hitting each other with they're hitting their own pants at one time. I apologize. This belt keeps on loosening. It's one of these stretch belts. The more you tighten it, the more it loosens. So you see my pants are falling down. You understand why? Yeah, right. Have you seen those processions in Shiite areas where they're flagellating themselves? Well, that's because it's a vengeance. They have to suffer. And that animosity is directed against the whole world. It's not directed against any particular thing. It's a feeling of being badly done by. Vengeance for Ali. Vengeance for Hussein. Vengeance for Ali. And this is a very deep strain in Shiite thinking that people who don't understand Shiism don't understand what's involved here. And, you know, I mean, I'm seeing nothing new in the present that I didn't see in the past. That's why Islamic studies courses by good teachers, like myself, should be incumbent on all people. An Islamic studies course by a mediocre teacher is okay, but it doesn't really maybe get you where you need to go, but it's better than nothing, put it that way. I'll rest my case on that point, even for the Muslims in the room who may not like me. I don't think it's a bad presentation to get these points under your control. You may not agree with my position, I understand that. But I still think it's helpful to anyone to know these things, whatever side you are on. Okay, so Muawiyah takes over, and this is the beginning of a new period. What we call the Umayyad Caliphate. This is not the right-guided Caliphate of the Sunnis. This is the Umayyad Caliphate, with the center, guess where? In Damascus. How long does it go? Well, actually, it goes from 661. It only survives till about 747 or 50 in the Syrian Iraq area before a new caliphate succeeds it, called the Abbasids. We'll get to them shortly. But in the meantime, Spain has been conquered. And the people of the conquest of Spain that took off from North Africa is achieved under the Umayyad caliphs. And with the destruction of the Umayyad Caliphate in the east, some of the refugees pop up back in Spain and started up again back in Spain, and the Umayyad Caliphate continues in Spain for another 300 years. So though the Umayyad Caliphate is quashed in Damascus in the 750s, it continues in Spain till the 1050s. So it continues, basically the whole Umayyad Caliphate went on for 400 years, whether in Damascus or later in Spain. So it's a 400-year caliphate, but only 100 effective years in the Middle East. The other 300 years were in Spain, where it's very effective until the Christian reconquest of Spain that I'll talk to you about in due course. I intend to cover all the history here up to the modern period. Yes, my questioner. You are my questioner.
What year was it again? It's 61?
Yeah. Anyway, I should give you a private tape, and then you wouldn't have any problems in this stuff. Let me go on here. So, the only reason I get testy at all is because it interrupts my train of thought, and then I don't know what I was proceeding to next. It isn't that I'm against the question, it's that if you're a teacher and you're got the Holy Spirit going in you, and then and you're on a roll, and then someone says, boom, it's gone. You know, ideas are like that. It's like the muses. They're only there, and people who think, oh, we're not answering my question. It's only because, you know, you're on a roll. It's like being a musician playing and saying, wait, can you stop that chord, you know? and then the guy, you want the guy to resume, and he can't. He can't, because he's lost whatever it was that was in his mind or her mind to proceed. So sometimes these questions are good for you, but bad for the lecturer. So if the lecturer sometimes is testy, it's only because he or she is annoyed at being woken up from a good dream, where the material was flowing in a rational way, and then you're like, no, it's gone. You know, I have to pick up the sentence, but I don't know where I am. That's what the question does. But anyway, let's go back. So, if I can. So this Umayyad Caliphate exists for that length of time. Now Muawiyah is a very successful caliph. He puts down all the opposition. He basically reigns to about 680, and he does not get assassinated. He does not get assassinated. And he's very successful. But what we have in Damascus is what's really called an Arab kingship. It's really, these are not good Muslims.